Magic 106.5, good morning. Son las 8:34 minutos, 8:34. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismosa and Cucuy on a Throwback Thursday. And as we promised you, we're going to have a special guest in the studio. Finally made his grand entrance. We're talking about Lucky Joe.
No, good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Ando bien acelerado because I had like 3 coffees, man.
What was three coffees?
Because I'm not a morning person, bro. Like, it's hard for me to get up.
Man, that is like...
Yeah.
So
3 of these, bro. 3.
What do you drink, by the way? What is it?
No te creas. Right now I'm doing keto. So it's a special kind of coffee. I have it right here.
Yeah.
Watch. It says... My conga player, he did keto. And he lost like 80 pounds, right? So
is that the same one that Kelly Clarkson's doing?
I have no idea. I don't know why.
No, because like she lost like all this weight and she's not actually. And I want to say it's something keto.
I think Kelly's doing the Colombian diet.
Is she?
I don't know.
He goes, I'm like, is she?
Mediterranean diet. That's what
so it's a venti hot latte made with heavy cream. Quad means 4 shots of espresso and 7 pumps of sugar-free vanilla.
Dude, you can run a couple of miles after that.
Yeah.
What the heck?
No, I've just had one, guys. Don't worry about it.
Also, you say
espresso. I mean, just 1 shot of espresso, Lucky kind of get you.
Yeah. No, this one has
4 shots.
4. Yeah.
Of espresso.
Yeah. Ando como la squirrel, the over the hedge.
I love that movie. I love that movie. That's a good one. That is a good movie.
So the little bit, if you're watching on YouTube, on our YouTube channel right now live, if you start seeing Lucky jump around and everything, just pay no mind. He's okay.
He's all right.
You want tacos? You want tacos?
He's just drinking a coffee with 4 shots of espresso.
Golly. Yeah. You need it.
Something?
What do you do to wake up?
I just drink coffee. But sometimes I don't even think coffee really wakes me up anymore. I think I just drink it just because I like to drink coffee.
Yeah, it's mania. You're used to it. The thing is, Red Bull and all those energy drinks, they have way too much sugar.
Too much sugar, yeah.
It's bad. It's very bad.
I used to be very heavy on those.
Really?
I used to, but I would drink the sugar-free ones, right?
Yeah.
But then I just kind of like realized that, you know what? I need to cut down on
tiene mucha azúcar, man. No, but this coffee it's good. Mike drank it. He lost a lot of weight, and I got into keto diet because I think this year my clothes started fitting like real tight, man. No me cate. I would put my performance shirt on. No me cerraba.
Es la buena vida.
It's the married.
Hide yourself behind the accordion.
Bro, the accordion started being like real little.
No.
It looked like a Lego, and I was like, over here with big.
Pura panza, nada accordion.
Pura panza. But you know what they say, right? You know what they say? Más panza, más chanza.
Hey.
That's what they say. Is that true or no? That's what they say.
You ended up getting married, so I guess so.
Hey, it works.
It works. Yeah, baby.
She's like, ooh,
like a Buddha. Let me rub that belly.
Every first of the month. Yeah, I recently got married, guys.
Wow.
I know, Lucky, I wanted to talk to you about that. No me pediste permiso.
I know. No, a lot of people were upset because I didn't let them know. I didn't tell them. Close friends of mine. And I wouldn't say necessarily upset, but they were a little...
Disappointed? That's not that harsh.
Disappointed.
Their feelings were hurt.
Yeah, their feelings were hurt. Because I didn't say anything. But, I think that we decided to do it that way because, a lot of the times, and this happens with everything, with any major decision in your life that you want to do, whether it's a new job, whether it's having to do with your kids, what kind of medicine to give them, what hospital to go, everybody has an opinion. If you're going to get married, everybody has an opinion, and everybody has a say. No, que don't do it, que you better think about it. Que they start instilling doubt in your mind.
Negativity.
And I just wanted to stay away from that. I wanted, me and Devin are so happy. We dated for a year, and we both decided, hey, you know what? What do you think? You want to get married? Yes or no? And she's like, well, what do you think? You think we could, do this? And I said, of course we can. And we decided, okay, let's go. Let's do it. I said, yeah, but let's do it like quick.
Literally do it.
Let's do it. Let's not tell nobody. Let's just go and do it. she's like, well, can I tell my mom? And I said, yeah, of course, because I mean,
Your mom don't need to know.
yeah, for a woman, I think that for a woman,
No,
their
yeah.
moms really need to be there in their marriage. You know, if they're gonna get married,
Yeah, for sure.
so she could help her get ready, and it's a memory. It's a beautiful memory. I wish I had my mom. I know my mom would have been there with us too.
For sure.
You know, and she went with us. She helped her get ready. You know, she looked beautiful. She wore a beautiful dress. We got married at the little white chapel.
Oh, that's historical place.
Yeah, and I'm in the restroom. I'm sidetracking, pero no hay pedo. I'm in the restroom, and I'm using the restroom, and I look up at the wall, and there's Ben Affleck with J-Lo. And they take a selfie in the restroom, and it says, "We got married here," or something like that.
Oh,
I was like,
pues
"Oh,
mira
that's pretty
nomás.
cool." You know, if they can do it, why can't we? You know.
All right.
So, anyways, we got married there at the Whitechapel. It's so fast, man. We got married super quick. It was 7:11. The time on the clock was 7:11, and it took us like 10 minutes, and then boom, we're married.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it.
Had dinner afterwards, drinks, a little, yeah, and then we're
Qué
great.
bueno, Lucky. Qué bueno.
For you, brother.
Qué bueno.
You know,
Hey,
sometimes.
but you know what? You guys,
Qué
seriously.
bueno. Ya te amarraron. Qué bueno.
Now he'll behave.
You know exactly where I was going.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but like honestly, man, I think you guys did a great job because this all like it doesn't matter what you do, man. Everybody's in everybody's business, but you guys did a great job of keeping it like.
Yeah, you know, we had planned it already for like a month. For a month, we planned it. You know, we spoke about it, and then we started planning because there's a process that you have to go through before you get married in Vegas. You know, you have to submit applications, you have to submit, you know, all your information, get the marriage license. So everything has to be taken care of. They give you a good amount of time to help you decide if you want to go through with it or not.
Oh, yeah.
So they give you sufficient
Almost a
time.
grace period.
Yeah, so they're testing you. Okay, you got to do this. Then you got to do this. Then you got to submit this. Then you got to. So I'm assuming that a lot of couples maybe they get discouraged after so many
Después de
submissions.
una buena peda, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
shoot.
never mind.
Yeah. So it's a big facade that whole thing that you see in the movies where they just walk in all drunk and they get married.
Mhm.
You know, there's a big misconception. You know, the movies really exaggerated that because there's no way you can do that.
Right.
You can't do that unless you go drunk to the courthouse and you get the marriage license and you submit your.
Man, you
It's
just
just-
ruined the movie Hangover for
Bro,
me.
you'll probably, you know, if you do that in Vegas and you're
Yeah.
drunk, you'll probably be sober by the time you get to the chapel.
Right.
Because unless
Wow.
you drink the whole time,
Mhm.
pero it's a big process. You know, the movies really faked it out for us,
I
man.
got it.
So I was like, hey, wait a minute.
What happened?
What happened to this
What?
part and this part?
Yeah, in the movie, I didn't see this. They just got married. But no, it was a cool process, man. We went through it. And yeah, Chismosa, the thing is, you can't allow people to discourage you from something. And that's why we decided, you know, let's just go. Let's just go because we don't want second thoughts. We don't want second thoughts on our love. This is our love. This is something sacred to us. And if we both feel it and we both know that this is what we want, ain't nobody else needs, we don't need an opinion from anybody else.
That's right, because as long as there's trust between the two of you, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, and you know what? We've been together already, married already for about 5 months, and it's great, man. I married my best friend, man. You know, she's in the industry of her career. She was, you know, so she knows about this. She knows about the long weekends on the road. She knows about interviews. She knows about, you know, the shows and the after parties and this and that. And, you know, to be able to have that kind of trust with someone is just, you know, it's sacred, man. And I feel very fortunate to be involved with someone that understands.
It's
like
always-
that.
Because Chihuahua's like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
Like seriously, and
It's
today.
always good for you guys, for a couple, because now you're going to go through life and all you have to do is just have that relationship with that person
Mhm.
and you're able to block everything out.
Yeah.
As long as you're able to confide and make decisions together, that's what marriage is about.
Yeah,
So
it's
congratulations.
thank you, man. That's very important. You know, it's very important to have a supportive woman behind you, and it's true. Behind every successful man, there's a supportive woman, and behind every successful woman, there's, you know, a woman that's by herself because no man is very supportive.
I'm working on it. I'm working on
Hey,
it.
you know what? But you know what, Lucky? You have already encouraged me. Yo me quiero casar también.
Ah,
Todos se quieren
yeah.
casarte. Casate conmigo.
There you go.
Ah.
I'm gonna charge you, Jesse, for that
I
plug.
know.
I'm gonna charge you.
Hey, right?
That's all she's been talking about.
Yeah,
she
that's
calls him and
good.
harasses him like, "Hey, I'm the only Jennifer.
Hey,
Who's this Jennifer in my territory?"
So, man,
Oh
I'm
man, it's been a big old thing for the last couple of days.
Qué gacho.
No, pues that's the kind of relationship you have with him. That's why.
I know.
Babe, like, añalo.
Oh, she did. She did.
No.
She did, brother.
Hey, I've ripped him a new one.
Hey.
I said, you thought I got mad at you? You know me pidientes permiso. You should have said what I told him.
Oh my goodness,
Al rato te
chico.
platico.
Eso.
I'll make sure to turn off the mic on the
Oh, yes,
TV.
please,
On the
please.
YouTube.
Mute it.
Mute.
We are definitely going to be hanging out a little bit more with Lucky Joe. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismosa and Cucuy on Magic 106.5. Good morning. Magic 1065. That is Lucky Joe with Jesse Turner. And speaking of Lucky Joe, got in the studio this morning. Tell us a little bit about how that song came about, Lucky.
You know, I always wanted to do a duet with Jesse for many, many years, man. Ever since I started with Freddie Records, because he was in the same company.
Right.
And it was him and Elida and David Rivas. Those were my goals because they were in the same company. And then after a while, I got a chance to do a duet with Elida. I wrote the song Desechable, the mariachi one we did together. And then I was always nagging at Jesse, hey man, let's do a song. He, no, man, no. He never wanted to do one with me. And I'm like, why? Like, what's the, he says, look, and I respect Jesse because he has this amazing work ethic. Tú lo conoces.
Oh,
It's about trabajando and always being up and his work ethic. He can work out, he can do this. So I'm like, okay, that one. When the time comes, we'll do this. He says, yes. Look, there's always going to be, that one moment where you say, all right, it's time. It's go time. So when I did this new album, Pa que no te cuenten, we hadn't named it yet, but we were working on the new album. And I said, you know what, Jesse, what do you think about helping me come in here and produce this record? He says, well, yeah, for a song, I told him. He goes, yeah, let me hear it. And I wrote it, and I sang it to him. And then he goes, well, what if you change this? And what if you do this? So we changed it. We wrote it together. He's like, esta sí. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Esta sí. I like it. He says, I like this song. I like it. We co-wrote it. We can both benefit from it because the publishing.
Right.
So let's do it. So we did it, and it came out great, man. And the style that we did it, it was like an old school, intocable kind of norteño-ish, kind of like Jody Faria, like
Right.
that song. So that's the style we put on that one, man. And it came out pretty good.
And that's one thing with Turner, man. He's got to feel the song or he won't record it.
Yeah, and he did, especially because he co-wrote it.
That's why he did it. Hey, the truth is out, man. The truth will set you free, Turner. No, man, it's a great song. It's doing very well.
And I looked for an old warehouse, like an abandoned warehouse. That location used to be a plastic company. Plastic to, all over the place, to San Antonio, Corpus. Because there in Elsa, my hometown, there's a main railroad. And that railroad would go all the way up to San Antonio, man. It's shut down already. All that stuff, through Elsa. And when I saw that warehouse, I talked to the city. And I was like, man, hey, you guys let me use this warehouse? And they said, yeah. We go in there, Jen, and it's just a room, right? I found a perfect room, but it didn't have nothing. And on the way up there, it was upstairs. The city was using that location to store their traffic signs, their roadblocks, their orange cones, their caterpillars, their tractores, all city.
That's awesome.
If you guys get a chance to check it out, go onto YouTube and type in Pa que no te cuenten, Freddie Records TV channel, and you'll see how I decorated.
Now, you can also go on to our Magic website,
Okay.
Magic 1065, go to Magic Web TV, and you'll be able to catch
Now
that
I'm gonna
video
be
on
paying
there
attention.
as well.
Yeah, janitor. So,
And you know what, you're talking about Elsa. I remember the one time that I went over there in the valley and we went to, I think it was Epi's house, La Escuela.
oh my God.
Man, that was fun.
Oh my God, that was a long time ago.
Is this the Frijoles Romantico stage?
Yeah. Epi's, I got a chance to see Esteban Jordan there at Epi's house one time. He showed up and he was playing in the back porch along with his kids. Man, it was a treat for all of us. But Epi's house was that meeting point. Everybody would hang out, chill out, jam out, and just have a good time, man, up till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning.
Oh yeah, I remember
crazy.
a true jam session.
And it was
man.
it was always musicians would grab different instruments that weren't even
Yes.
theirs.
Oh, just jam out.
Yeah, like let's say let's just por decir Gary Hobbs. If Gary Hobbs would be there, he'd probably get a guitar or a bass or get on the drums. Yeah, and then me, I'd probably get on the guitar.
That's talent.
Yeah,
It was
cool.
fun. All right, so we're going to check in and play our Carmen call, but we'll be right back with Lucky Joe.
So.
Magic 1065, good morning. It is your Magic Morning Show with Chismosa and Cucuy on this Throwback Thursday. Good morning.
You know what? Lucky got here in time, man. Expecting a high today of 74. This is beautiful weather to be in the West 6 area.
Yeah, you know what I heard? I heard y'all got a little bit of snow. Did y'all get a little bit of snow or no?
No,
Not
We
really.
haven't really gotten any snow, man, but it's been like really cold where like the wind chill factors were like
Minus.
in the negatives.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate the cold.
And I always say, no,
Dude, you
mata
would've-
frío.
Yeah. you
My
would've-
saying is like, no, man, no mata frío para los encorados. But it was cold for everybody, dude.
Everybody.
It was cold.
Brother,
It
you
was
would have been good with
cold.
3 jackets. You would have been like 3 jackets.
I'm gonna use that one, man, on stage. I'm gonna use that. Nomás está frío para los encuerados.
You know what my dad used to tell me?
Really?
Ay, no, hombre, mija, no está frío, no está frío para los encorados.
I love it.
Hey, speaking about stage, man, so you are on, going to start your tour, right?
I'm gonna start my tour. That is correct. Actually, I've already started it. Ya estamos agendando for 2024. Yeah,
Cool,
that's
good
right.
deal. Tell us about the tour.
Well, the tour is all United States and
I'm going to hit Europe a couple times.
yeah, I'll probably hit you guys up here quite a bit. So what basically we're doing is we're promoting this new album, right? Pa que no te cuenten, and we're touring Pa que no te cuenten. The name of the tour is Échale Ganas. And the way I came up with that name is you know, recently my father passed away when it was December the 2nd and of this past year. Y pues mi papá, you know, he was a big supporter of what I did, you know. Not very he wouldn't express it a lot because he was one of those tough
Oh,
love
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
tattoos, you know, ponytail hair.
Típico papá de un mexicano.
Yeah, exactly. Slick hair, back, sunglasses.
Mhm.
He used the word "órale" a lot. Órale, vato, órale. You know, and I'm like, you know, there would be times, you know, like this past year, before he passed, I was really, you know, down because it gets stressful, man. This being on the road and having to create music and having to record, you get dealing with social media and dealing with, you know, new album and tours and, you know, songs and just staying relevant and trending, and it's just it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I would
Sure.
call my father a lot. Y hablaba mi jefe, and I'd be like, Dad, you know, it's getting kind of heavy, Dad. It's getting kind of, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this, you know. And he would always say, Mijito, tú nomás échale ganas, échale muchas ganas, échale ganas. No te preocupes, allá tienes a tu mamá arriba, es tu angelita de la guardia. Tú nomás échale ganas. And he would always make me feel better, man. You know, he would always make me feel better, and I'd get another, like a second win. Y órale, vámonos.
Especially like, you know, your dad being a tough guy and then for those words to come out as a kid. Okay. I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or even to get a hug from him was like pulling teeth, man.
Right.
But anyways, and when he passed, or before he passed, I went to him and with my guitar, and I sang to him. Ahí en su cama, you know, and we got to speak. And the last day that he was with us, he just opened his eyes and he looked at me. I could tell that he was, you know, very proud of me,
Nice.
you know. And, you know, when I left there, you know, I kept thinking, you know, what would he want for me to do? How would he want me to mourn his death? And those words came into my mind, you know, échale ganas, amigo, don't be sad, no te agüites, tú dale para adelante. So when I was trying to come up with the name of the tour, I was like, you know what, we're living in such a crazy time right now that people know. I said, pues I'm gonna just use my dad's words, man, and call it échale ganas. So, and that goes toward everybody. If you're tired of your job and you want to quit, you know, but you need it, hey, you know what, échale ganas. If you're tired of going into work and you don't want to get up, échale ganas. If you're tired of the kids, y que they're complaining, no, échale ganas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to tell yourself and you got to motivate yourself every single morning to be better than the day before, to be better for your man. I think my father's passing has changed a lot for me this year, you know, y estoy bien agradecido por eso, mi jefito, que en paz descanse.
Definitely, man. This is it's. You know what? I think everything is kind of falling into place and working hand in hand because if you think about the releases that you've had on this new album already, I mean, it just goes hand in hand. So I think you nailed it.
Thank you. You know,
nailed the name of the tour, man.
thank you. I sent it to Freddie because he's like, well, "What are you gonna name this tour?" And I had several. I think, Suerte tour, and then in that mix, I had thrown Échale Ganas tour to Freddie. Y Freddie también, he leaned more to the Échale Ganas one.
Good.
I like
So, yeah, we need to be positive,
Yeah,
man.
there you go. Well, I love the fact that you're basically dedicating the entire show to your.
Trucks with the grill, and the grill had teeth with spinner rims, candy apple red.
Is that what you're touring in right now?
And
Is that what you're-
and a sound system.
Oh.
You know,
Dang.
but the sound system doesn't work, so I fixed it and just needed a new amp. So that truck has like mufflers, y la prendes y no me.
It's a man truck.
Yeah, and every time I get in that truck, man, and I try, I just remember him, and inside the truck, it still smells like him.
No.
The truck has a CD player, Chismosa, and in the CD player, he had the second album from Frijoles Románticos.
Oh.
The second album. It starts La Loca, ahí viene esa loca, and I'm like,
Hey, that
wow,
was his
man.
style right there.
Yeah, that was him right there. So the other day I was driving the truck, right, and I'm like this driving it. I laid back, and I grabbed the steering wheel, and right here in the center console, I'm so comfortable for some reason, man.
Hmm.
So in the center console, he made like a little indentation with his elbow when he would drive.
Right.
So my elbow fit perfectly in
Wow.
that same. I just broke down, bro. I was like, oh my God, man. I just thanked God for the kind of person I am, and I wouldn't be where I'm at. You know, I think that I don't want to sound conceited, but I think that I'm a good person, you know, and I want to transmit that to our fans. I want them to get that. That's why live I interact with people. I just want to make people smile. I want to make them have a good time, you know. And that day I felt so blessed, man. So blessed. If you want to see the truck, it's on my social media.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
All
check
right.
it out now. I want to see
I'm
it.
gonna check out
I
the truck.
actually want to hear the sound system.
Oh man, it sounds great, bro.
That's it. I'm gonna go visit the Valley dude to take a cruise in the truck.
Ándale,
Yeah.
yo te llevo en un little cruise, man. It's one of those trucks that starts shaking because the sound is so bad.
5 miles per gallon.
Yeah,
Maybe.
no, if I go 5 miles, it still sounds like I'm going like 55 or 70. It's like, yeah, it's one of those.
I get it lucky.
Yeah. My wife, when I pull into the gate of the apartment, she says she can hear me pulling into the gate where I have to put the code. She said, I heard you coming like a mile away.
Right.
That's crazy, man. It's good. Hanging out with Lucky Joe coming up here in just a few minutes. He actually brought his
All
guitar.
right.
Man, and I was calling a friend of mine this morning. He said, man, I was going to call you last night to
Yeah.
borrow your guitar, but man, I'm glad you were thinking
I
of it,
had
Lucky.
to. We're going to do some tunes right now.
He said, I'm going to here with Chismosa and Cucuy on Magic 106.
La baby.
Magic 106.5, good morning. It is your Magic Morning Show with Chismosa and Cucuy on a Throwback Thursday. Good morning.
Thank you guys so much for making us part of your morning routine. And in the studio, none other than Lucky Joe.
Yay!
My brother.
Good morning, Lubbock, Texas. Here's one from Lubbock, Texas.
Nice.
All my love, all.
I was all getting down into it.
I'm telling you.
Here in the Buddy Holly Center.
They're probably gonna have like a whole bunch of bands
They're
and
gonna have
stuff
all
like
kinds
that.
of stuff. Yeah, the museum. It's pretty cool, man.
You want to stick around?
Yeah, stick around.
Man,
I
I
got a
would
couple
love
things,
to.
brother.
I gotta go to Amarillo. Yeah, Amarillo, vamos.
Take it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
A lot of folks do that.
Amarillo, vamos. No, I don't know it. I'm gonna, no, hombre, le voy a meter la hacha en la frente. No. I can do a song though. Y'all want to hear a
Yeah,
song?
let's do
for
a song.
sure.
What do you want to do for us this morning?
Let's see. Y'all want to hear a country song? Devin, fall in love with me.
Oh, I'd be scared.
It goes like this. A heart on the run keeps your hand on the gun. Can't trust anyone. And I was so sure that what I needed was more. Try to shoot out the sun. It was done. And I made it through. 'Cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't till someone needs medical help. Hold the magnolia. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. So cover me up, Devin, and know you're enough, baby.
I love it.
Good deal. So that's what that was a song. Huh?
That was one of them. You know, I love country music. I love Tejano music. I love all types of music. You know, or just this morning, me and Lupe were getting up. Lupe, the guy that's helping me with the radio tour and marketing and all that. Lupe Rosales. He's been around the La Onda for many, many years. I get up and I put on my iTunes, I put Roberto Pulido, man.
Nice.
So I'm a big fan of music, man. From Roberto Pulido to the Beatles to country to nombre de todo le tiro y a nada le pego.
You know what? It's all good, man. We had somebody send us a text message. He said, "You're effing badass, Lucky Joe. Keep up all the awesome hits.
Awesome.
More norteño, bro."
Yeah. We that's why we decided to release Tumba Falsa. As a matter of fact, since Norteño y Poderoso did so good, Tejanos loved it. And I was so surprised because I was like, man, I hope they don't call me a sellout. I hope they don't do this. But no, fíjate que they accepted it.
But you know what? What it is too, Lucky, is like for instance, like for me,
Mm-hmm.
growing up, you know, of course, we listen to everything, and I know that song.
Yeah.
So people, it was relatable to the people.
Yeah, those songs are very nostalgic. They bring you back to your childhood. Because when Freddie told me, Freddie was like, Lucky, I need you to stop your project, because I was doing the regular project. He says, stop your project and I want you to record me 3 norteño songs of your favorite norteño. And I'm like, what? You want me to do what? He says, yeah, record 3 norteño songs and then I want to hear how your voice and how you come up with that. I chose 3 of my favorite, which was, one was Una palomita blanca de piquito colorado. Ayer yo la vi llorando en las cumbres de mi madre, sufre más mi amor por ti. Madrecita de mi vida, el otro año vengo aquí a dejarte dos cor... Así.
Wow.
Honestly, I was like, Freddie, what do you mean? 10 more. He says, pick another 10. We're going to do a tribute to la música norteña, and we're going to call it Norteño Poderoso. And I was like, oh, man. So listen to Los Tiranos del Norte. ¿Qué sería de mi vida si tú me dejaras? ¿Qué sería de mi vida si tú te marcharas? So he loved it, man. I think his eyes were like ching 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 ching.
And I'm not even gonna lie, man. You just in here, just little bits and pieces, and I'm like, oh,
yeah. You're like.
But every beat,
See,
you gotta do Me Caíste.
yeah. Oh, that was another one that we did. That was really good. Tú vendrás a curar las heridas que otro amor me ha dejado sangrando. Me caíste como algo del cielo que hace mucho lo estaba esperando. Tú llegaste en el mismo momento cuando yo me encontraba llorando. No te olvides que sin conocerte fui corriendo a caer en tus brazos. Yo esperaba que tú me miraras con el alma toda hecha pedazos, con mi llanto tirado en el suelo y con un montón de fracasos. ¿Se la saben? Las heridas que tengo sangrando, solo tú me las vas a curar. Yo no sé cómo vayas a hacerle, pero tú mete dinero, con mi vida te voy a pagar.
Give her the life.
Yeah.
Man.
Give her the life.
Man, I love it. Hey, you know what? Look at you coming up here in just a minute. We're going to talk about the latest single, Tumba Falsa. It is your Magic Morning Show with Chismosa and Cucuy on Magic 106.5. Good morning. Man, the latest de Lucky Joe y la canción Tumba Falsa. And speaking of Lucky Joe, man, if you've been tuning in all morning, you have definitely been in for a treat this morning as Lucky's been performing, just kind of getting up and close and personal.
Check it out on the YouTube channel as well.
Oh, y'all pre-recorded it. I mean, or y'all recorded it, right?
It's live on YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool. What's up?
Thumbs up, Lucky. That rendition of La Tumba Falsa was spot on. Los Tigres would approve.
Oh,
That's
man.
nice, man.
That's a big compliment.
Thank
Yes.
you for that compliment.
That's
we
nice.
try to keep it as original as possible. We really didn't change much. No instrumentation changes. No new hits or this. I said, I'll do it if we can keep them the same. And he says, yeah, you do whatever you want, however you want them. And I think to pay homage and true tribute to the original band is to keep it original. The only thing different is obviously my voice. Es una voz tejana con el fondo de música norteña. And, I think that in itself, shows the respect that we have for our fellow musicians, man. Porque esa canción es un éxito. Todas, El Palomito, Flor de Capomo,
Right.
Me Caíste del Cielo, all of them are hits. It's just, we just brought them back with a newer recording style and just una voz tejana. And it's been working.
Digitized now.
Yeah.
Ándale,
And
ándale.
you know what? I was telling you the graphic that you put out for the single, man. That's a powerful graphic right there. Bro.
Yeah, that song is very powerful if you listen to the lyrics. It's not just a drinking song, but it's una canción de despecho. It says, cuando te fuiste, mis hijos preguntaron a dónde fue mamá. When you left, our kids, they were like, where's mom? And he says, pues I had to invent a story. I had to tell them that you died because you cheated on me, because you treated me bad and you left us, you abandoned us. So I had to tell them that you died. The other day, dice, el otro día, el más pequeño, miraba tu foto y la besaba tu foto y me llené de celos, pues tú no te mereces que te quieran así. He saw his youngest one kiss his mom's photo and he got filled with jealousy and said, you know what, you don't deserve to be loved like that. So en una tumba falsa, grabé tu nombre. It says I went to a fake gravesite and I put your name on it. And I told them, this is your mom. This is where she's at. She's dead. I buried the memories. I buried the cheating. I buried the lying. And now you want to come back. What do you want me to do? You want me to tell the kids that I revived you? So it's a very powerful song.
Wow.
So I got to ask, when's the video going to come out?
The video is going to be shot next Tuesday in Corpus Christi at the cemetery. And I'm not going to say which one because I don't want a few people to show up. So it's going to be shot with those two little kids que vienen siendo hijos de mi primo. They're his kids. And they just fit perfect for the cover art. If you guys haven't seen it, go on to any of digital download store that your favorite, like iTunes, Amazon, whatever, and go to the cover art and see what Chismosa is talking about. She's talking about, that I'm kneeling down in front of a tombstone, hugging my two kids per se for the song, and it's just a very powerful image. The sunlight is coming in from the back. It was just a perfect timing that the photographer got. So yeah, and this video's coming out probably a week after we shoot it. So if we shoot it on the 6th, it's probably going to be coming out like the 15th.
Man, can't wait to
I'm
see
looking
that.
forward to see it.
Can't wait to see that.
And I will say that Freddie does a pretty good job of sending those videos to us.
Oh, awesome! Freddie's really good about giving me artistic freedom también. Like he's always like, you run with it. Like you run with. I trust you since day one. I was only supposed to be with Freddie Records for a year. I was only and it's already been 10 years.
10 years?
Yes.
Are you vice president?
Are you serious?
Part owner?
I'm
10 years?
janitor, part owner.
Janitor, everything.
Hey, but you
I
know
answer the
what?
phone.
That's great that he gives you the freedom to do that because as the artist, you know how you see it, how you want to portray the song. You have a vision for it, so they don't have the.
If it's too explicit or there's limitations, but if you stay within those boundaries, he pretty much lets you run with the ball, and like I said, I was supposed to be a year, and it's been 10 since 2013. 2013 salió mi hijo, so we've been
You look the
doing so
same,
much.
brother.
Yeah, right after.
Poquitas más canitas, pero está bueno.
Me tengo que pintar la barba. This morning I was putting mascara. My barba.
Just for men?
Yeah, that was fun.
The new sponsor, the new Lucky Joe sponsor.
Just for men.
Just for men.
No, you know what? I'm blessed. We're all blessed to be here, man.
Yeah,
Porque
gracias a
we've
Dios.
been through
Yes, sir.
so much. So, anyways, this también I wanna touch base really quick on Fanfare this year. I'm
Okay.
gonna be performing in Fanfare on Friday the 15th, I think.
Mhm.
So I'm out there. And if you're in San Antonio, I'm gonna do a quick little plug for my friend here from Don Romo's
Oh, yeah.
Cantina. Make sure you stop by Don Romo's Cantina there on Tezel. 7350 Tezel Road in San Antonio. It's a great little place. I'm actually playing there February the 10th as well. So if you guys are in San Antonio around that area, around that date, February 10th, stop by Don Romo's Cantina. We're gonna be performing
Hey
there.
man, we're gonna come check you out next time in
We
San
will.
Antonio.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's gonna be like, man, and I'm gonna bring the airplane, man. We're gonna come show you some love, man. I
Thank you.
appreciate, of course, your buddy here supporting you, Lucky.
Yeah.
And if he supports you, it's about supporting each other. So
Así
definitely,
es.
so if you're gonna be in San Antonio, make sure you stop by and visit the restaurant.
That's right. We have a lot of things coming up. We're partnering up with Romo Entertainment and myself and JTE. We have several things coming up, so you guys be on the lookout because there's surprises coming this year that you're gonna be like, wow.
See it right now that we were talking about.
You'll be the first
Can
station.
can we talk about the new little feature you're gonna add to some of your shows, the Carnaval?
Yeah, you'll be the first station that I'm gonna actually announce
Pues you
this on.
saben, no me digan, don't tell me because yo
Yeah.
I want to say.
This year I was talking to Chismosa off air guys, and this year I'm trying to add something to the show where it's something different. Jay, and they pass out balloons and they pass out props, confetti, streamers, lights, and all this, and they involve that in quinceañeras. And this year I decided to involve that in my show as well. So what you're going to be getting, you're not only going to be getting the Lucky Joe experience as far as the music is concerned, but you're also going to be getting the experience of having the Carnaval along with that. So I'm offering a package. It's going to be called Lucky's Carnaval Show. So I'm going to bring the robots, I'm going to bring the DJ, the streamers, the confetti, the CO2 gun. Everything is going to be part of my show at weddings, at quinceañeras.
For the privates.
For the private events.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect, man.
So if you guys are interested in that, all you got to do is when you call the number, you just have to say, I want information on Lucky's Carnaval Show. And the number is 210-941-7469.
Will this
I'm
be
gonna
shared
be
on your
celebrating
social?
my Sweet
I'm gonna-
16 this year, so
Let's do it!
Yeah, be sure to share that on your social media.
Yeah,
brother.
I'm gonna share the flyers. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to you so you can share it
man,
también.
for sure.
Yeah, and guess what? I have another announcement that I want to make that
Okay.
we're also doing. I haven't announced it to anybody yet, but we're also partnering up with Romo Entertainment, and we're going to be doing. I'm performing at the Lucky Eagle Casino in Kickapoo
Wow.
on the 16th,
Okay.
right? So what I'm going to do is we're gonna charter a bus with 50 Lucky fans that want to go, and all they have to do is you pay a $75 fee, and the bus is going to take off from San Antonio at 6:30 p.m. and we're gonna drive them to the casino, and it includes the entry fee. So we're gonna pay for them to go into my show. They're gonna sit in the section at 2:00 in the morning.
Man, that's
Yeah.
my kind of trip right
They're
there.
gonna be leaving their vehicles at Don Romo's restaurant, but it's gonna have lighting.
The social media so people know
So
how to find
you
out.
can find me on Lucky Joe Oficial on Instagram, Lucky Joe Music on Facebook, Lucky Joe on Facebook, Lucky Joe Oficial on TikTok. And for all the information as far as like videos or new music, just log on to Freddie Records on the YouTube channel, Freddie Records YouTube TV on YouTube. Thank you.
All right,
you.
yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
a lot.
Man, Lucky, unfortunately, ya se terminó nuestro tiempo.
No,
We
Jen,
gotta get out of here, man.
thank you for having us. Thank you for having the door always open. Like I said, because you guys gave me the first shot, man. And ever since I started, Amor Escondido, I think you guys were the first to play it here in this area. You know, so that means a lot to me. So thank you so much, Cucuy. Thank you. You guys are doing such a great job. Without you guys, our music doesn't get to the fans. Así es que Diosito me los bendiga a cada uno de ustedes. Thank you.
Échale ganas, Lucky. If you weren't able to check it out, you can go back and watch it
And
yourself.
if we could, we'd stay here another hour.
We
That's
could,
all.
yeah.
But Cisco might get mad at us.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You know me, I'm like, come on with me, man. I'll make that.
Chismosa with the cheese man.
All right, guys. Have yourself a great rest of your Throwback Thursday. And remember to find something in the day to make you smile.
Always keep that smile on your
And a
face.
song in your heart.